and ballistics, the right word given to us. Ballista was the word you must be knowing, was a word coined by Leonardo da Vinci, the great engineer. Ballista means to throw, first war machine. And from there the ballistics has come, and today earlier people were throwing the stone, today we are throwing the projectile. Nothing has changed, but the mechanism has changed, the mechanics has changed, and the understanding has changed, and the distance at which we can engage is quite large. So therefore, this is the only laboratory, otherwise the research laboratories are there in armament, and we have got very unique facility. On the right side you can see that we have got a very crescent shape. Almost 50 kilometers we can fire, and to the sea we can fire and recover the round and find out that what has happened post firing. This is the only facility in the world, and that's the reason we are very unique. We are unique for two things. One is this particular shape of recovery research, of projectile firing, live demonstration, and otherwise the cushioning, belt, and because of which you can do the, otherwise we do the firing, ranging, find out what has happened. Got a very flat bed and we work on that. Otherwise also we are supporting
to naval research also. Next one. In this particular field, I would like to emphasize upon you that we are some of the oldest in the world,
fourth oldest in the world. Even the Aberdeen, what we talk, which is supposed to be the latest, target interactions, such type of field of research we are working. So on this, the components, we have seen some of the system on the right hand side, like a gun is firing at the top, or a fixed firing stand is there. These are the devices from where we are the systems, real systems where we do our experiments. We do the experiments from this type of system, and such type of objects are fired. They are tested into the actual dynamics, not the simulated environment, but the actual environment. Now, apart from that, we also do the now we are under the part of defense products, and that is the EPSUs are there. All those whichever you introduced, including
the private industries with the government of India initiative, private industries in large number are taking part in the
production of the defense items. Their items, some of them also we test here. And all ammunition, armor, whatever is produced within the nation, we do the testing. In a year, about more than 20,000 rounds we fire, and we have got many firing ranges which are available with us, and it's like an operational scenario we can fire. Also, to cope up with the development of technology, if we look with 130 years somebody is surviving as a laboratory, as an establishment, means we have grown with the time. And for that, we have to upgrade ourselves from the measurement of manual systems to full automatic measurement, from the observations by eye to high-speed observations, using the new latest type of radars. All those things as we grow, you will see that we have upgraded our test infrastructure as well the instrumentations and the diagnostic techniques. We have gone with the time. Next one. Can we have the next, please? Now I will talk some of them. How are we using? These are the real applications. What I mean to tell you here is that if you are doing a research, if you do not have the proper instrumentation, you may not be able to facilitate the experimentation, observation. Experiment you can carry out, but observations, recordings may not be proper. If you miss the data, then correlations may be wrong. The fidelity level is not correct, then your therefore, we will take various type of, what are the different types of instruments we have got. You can see here, they are the sensor based instruments. These are not the exhaustive list, but what I meant to tell you here is that These are the list which are of latest and maybe of interest. Many of your research facilities may not be having that. So that is where we have compiled for your. Apart from this, we have got many more. Some of the highlighted one I would like to bring to your notice, like measurement of gun chamber and blast over pressure. You know, the gun is nothing but an engine, IC engine. So therefore, when the propellant is burned, how the pressure is developed, how the temperature is changing, all those measurements inside that we carry out. Similarly, acceleration and shock measurement. I would like to tell you here, this acceleration is not ordinary acceleration. They are, when you free fall body gets 1 G. When you take up in the air, it is about 3 to 4, about 20,000 G to about strike velocity, various type of velocity measurement. When we say rate of fire measurement, I can tell you up to 5,000 rounds per minute. That we can measure. We have got monitoring, high fire, all those are there. Similarly, the survey instrumentation, like theodolite. Similarly, meteorological surveys talked about it. We are using their facility also and facility also. Then different types of telemetry are there, long range firing and all telemetry is required, that what is the state of the health of the equipment which is moving. Any of the next one? Similarly, there are different type of radar. I will show some of the radar recording. How do you get the muzzle velocity? I am talking about not a, when we are moving in the, traffic, in the highways, radars are there. They tell about when you are moving, 50 kilometers per hour, 60 kilometers per hour, meters per second. We have got radars, we are measuring. You can also you will have a look at it, and if you fail, you will. Similarly, imaging. Like when you object moving less than 25 milliseconds. Object to your something can be used. Mechanical work, catch cold. So he thought, no, he says faster, so I can't catch hill, but I can catch cold. Joke apart, here this type of devices have got IR sensors, and when the rounds are fired, the heat will increase, and the heat when increases, the thermal signature, how the heat is propagating, how it is increasing. When the projectile is, there is some burning here, you can see something is burning here, what is the heat level, where the core is maximum temperature, how do you quantify that temperature, is there obscuration, when the gun is firing, is there, or that is a muzzle blast, or muzzle, flash is coming out, how the temperature is rising, what is the rate at which temperature is falling, such type of intricate phenomena can be studied by using, like when it is moving, if there is an aerodynamic interactions onto a projectile, these are a high-speed imaging camera of, thermal sensor type. This is not which is moving, then we put such type of device. Here you can see the device is here or the camera is here. This camera, they will be laid at the stations and they will be synchronized and their optical device will be steered and they will be able to record the whole phenomena from the point of launch till some point, about 200 meters we can record. So any phenomena which happen, discarding, instability, breakage of a component, aerostructure interaction, any of them if you like to talk, will be able to show you exactly with measurement. Next one. Similarly, you can see it was Silurian, background oriented Silurian technique. Now I will show you what we do. This is an object which is say moving. So we create a background. It's a textured background, a particular diamond shape we create, and when the object is moving, we record. So it is in front of this, the object is moving. Then you can see this object is recorded using the high-speed videography. And when air is compressed, the air will have a different refractive index as compared to the normal air. When the refractive that is being practiced. So instead of this, any object which is moving, anything which is coming, descending, where there is a shock generated, that all we can catch. Flow field we can study. So any other area that will be useful to you, and these are the setups are available in the actual dynamic scenario that we are also can get. So designing of experimental setups, to do for section of background, these are the field research. What I need to impress upon you is that not only that taking the background, but they will be diamond shape, star shape, square pattern. The result will be field research. What will the result of that one? Whether it should be gray color, refractive color, what is the size of it? All those things can be studied and any one would like to say, we will study in the context of around fresh things, hotel room, estate room, all these fields that we have placed. This is applicable to all supersonic and hypersonic research. Next one. Similarly, radar. In the radar section, radar is not new to us. Many one of us know. Deploy the radar to through the Doppler principle. Find out the velocity. So various new types of radars are there, and radar and sensor based equipment. Like on the right hand side, you can see the radar, and the radar is deployed behind the projectile. Whoever we are going to track it or find the velocity, and then do the recording. Various types of radars we have got. Indoor radar, external ballistic to look at the velocity within the bore, like the barrel, what is happening. That all we take. In addition to this, we have got internal piezo gauge, which can measure the actual pressure up to, I can say, 800 megapascal. That is 8,000 times atmosphere pressure in a small time of 10 milliseconds. That we can measure with the perfection. First of all, many of them are getting in-house developed, and it is possible for us to be in the at par with the global scenario. So all these we will see some of the applications, how the velocity is measured, how the pressure is measured, how do we interpret the data, if there are multiple separations, how you are doing, multiple objects, how you are going to track. All those real life applications, we are having it. It must have been originated from some of the academic institute. That is what I would like to tell. Today we have got DIA, COE, we have got various NITs, IITs, universities, all we collaborate to get the knowledge from them and develop with them. I'll show you later on. Next one. an example of application of radar. Now this is the predicted trajectory, and you can see the actual real tracking is going on. So now the projectile is moving and it is getting tracked by the right hand. And it is developed within the country. And you can see that this is a
There is a Magnus effect, there is Coriolis effect.
There is a drag. All the mechanics, Newtonian mechanics. Newtonian mechanics is on the inertial frame of reference. Here Eulerian mechanics will start. A rotating frame of reference, and you can see that what is the perfection of the science today we have got. This validates the science and perfection of the equipment that we have made. Both are matching, and that is beyond doubt, and within our own country without depending on outside. And such type of thing is possible with us. Next one. Next slide. Similarly, this is a different technique, X-band radar, carbon radar now. Now in this, what is happening? A projectile is moving and you cannot see it. It is moving, starts from a velocity almost 0 and reaches a velocity of 1600 meters per second. Within a span of about 5 to 6 meters, the acceleration is very high. Within that few milliseconds, how are you going to catch its velocity? That is what we have been doing. That there is a radar here, you can see. Now this radar you can't put directly, they are very, very costly. So what we have got? We have got a reflector here. And this radar will send, and then it will go to the projectile. Projectile is moving, so therefore it will reflect back. The reflected ray is received and then analyzed. So this will give this technique is developed by us. So therefore you talk about the object, how it moves inside the barrel. All the internal ballistics, whoever are studying, all the internal projectile dynamics, including rotation, can be validated by this type of techniques. And from a small to higher, now we have started working on gigahertz technology. Next one. Similarly on the telemetry, Dr. Mahapatra is here, working on telemetry. So these are all basically, transfer S-band, I think. What is the health of the projectile? All the instruments that you are putting, they will be transmitting, are they in perfection or not, and anything gone wrong? How do you check their health? All those things they will be transmitting, received by such type of antennas, placed all around, and we can tell whether the object is perfect or not. So such type of telemetry we have been used, and it's very, very useful within our purview. Now, these are, in addition to this, the fall of shot. Now I will give you the scenario. Gun is basically a launcher. It will fire. Projectile will come out. And the projectile follows a gravity turn trajectory, that is the ballistics. Atmosphere will be there, humidity will be there, wind speed will be there, all those physics behind it, atmospheric. Then it will travel. Where it falls, what is happening there? These particular diagnostics have been done by various types of devices, various types of sensors that we see under the class of survey instrumentation. That including various types of GPS are there available, total stations available, and also we have got various telemetry, and also we have got the various types of cameras. You can see here the round is bursted here, whereas that round, there is one illuminating round, and it is coming, a light candle is coming to fight in the night. Light candle will be there, so that we can track how much time it takes to burn. So such type of diagnostics are the instrumentation, fall of shot, or measurement of time of flight, or measurement of various types of height of burst we can carry out. Next one. Similarly, MET plays important parameters. That out of the, I will give you the description of the MET. We are not into the forecasting model, we are utilizing. Now when a projectile is fired, it travels almost up to 23 to 24 kilometers in the gun scenario. So therefore it passes through the troposphere, then it goes up to tropopause, then beyond that also, stratosphere and so. So under such condition it will pass through various layers. So there are MET line numbers we tell, and every MET line number is monitored. up to the almost 30 kilometers we monitor, and when the met corrections if you don't give met correction, then the round will miss the target. So therefore, it is an unguided round. Within perfection of 200 meters, a round falls at 50 kilometers. That is the beauty of science, not guided. So if you miss the slightest part of it, it is not possible. That we have developed. And you can see the various met stations which are available with us. These are the Sonde balloon, which is a standard practice. In the Sonde balloon is filled with the helium or hydrogen gas, then it will carry the instrument, and this is the Sonde with a transmitter and various instruments. Development of pressure sensor, temperature sensor, wind sensor, all those are the part, humidity sensor, miniaturization of them, better using the micro electronics, all those will be the part of it as you wish, and you can contribute. And then receiving this through the antenna, the VHF communication, and this communication itself, we would like to go into even today laser communication, that is the optronic based communication, because it cannot be interfered, even radar type can be interfered. So if you like to have laser communication between the station and the sensor, we are open to it. So like this, many of the field you can give. Here also you can see that how the variations are there, various met parameters with the temperature, pressure variations with the altitude. These all have been recorded, and we have got also plenty of data. Those who are doing research on the coastal environment, for the coastal climate, we have got plenty of data available at least for last many years. So on our own, we have recorded in our laboratory. Now I will bring you some of the research areas which will be of significant importance to the nation today or to us also. One is you see that when there is an explosive and when it explodes, we have seen what happens afterward, but what is actually happening within that few microsecond time. Okay, somebody may tell there is a JC, or those who have studied the detonics, shock physics, you can see how the transition takes place between the, what is that? Deflagration to detonation. All those physics, those who are studying, you can see that it was a studied part. We have got today the instrumentation to actually record and validate. And you can see there is an explosion which is happening here. This is the real-time explosion, and you can see how the shocks are propagating. This is the same application of background celerium. You can see here. So then on the real time, this is 0.1 microsecond is the framing time. Yes, sir. This is air. Here there is an explosive which has exploded. When it explodes, you can see that there is a shock which is traveling in the air. Now each frame, there is a time between two frames, and each of the dots you can see is a position. We can give what is the velocity. It is moving at 500 meters per second. This is roughly. So we had actually validated that. Similarly, on this we have got all image processing technique. So you can see what is the contours, pressure contours, temperature contours, properties, and many number of times the, that gas law what we are studying, they are not correct, they are modified to go into this high pressure, high temperature phenomena. So all these studies, if you are doing deep into the physics, it is possible. Next one. So similarly, I talked to you about the shock wave analysis, how the shocks they are coming, compressor layer, pressure and temperature distribution, all those things we can see from this type of techniques. We can put the sensors also to do the measurement and validation. You can see projector is moving, and we carry the image, carry out the image processing. And you can see from a blur image, we can actually tell these are the data analytics, all the data analytics, AML technique, we can do those analysis. It is a spinning projectile. You can see that there is a spin. The rate of spin also we can analyze. Next one. This is a projectile which is moving at almost 1600 meters per second, Mach 5. And see, it is almost, tracked for 600, how much? 200 meters. And you see, whether it is changing the year, it is spinning, at what rate it is spinning. If suppose it is broken, I can find out its strength of design, we can validate. And many of the phenomena which are there, where the discarding took place. Now there is a discard. So how the discarding happens, these are very, very unique cameras available here. And any of the national, for the interest of our nation, your knowledge can be synergized to our requirement, or you can use our facility to carry forward your own research. Next one. This is shock physics. An explosion will happen there. Explosion is recorded when it imparts. This is called as squash head type of projectile. So how the shockwave travels in material, then how the escaping will happen here, how the failure will happen here, such type of intricate phenomena we can study. On the surface, if this has to survive against that explosion, what do you need here? All these type of things can be studied. These facilities are available, and it is open to even academia today. We have got DIA, COE, Center of Excellence are there. We are open to the industries even to participate in various programs. Through that you can do, and various other program I can tell. Next one. These are the penetration and impact mechanics. Taking such type of phenomena in real, we can measure what are the velocity impact, how much it came, what is the erosion, how the material is moving, what are the velocity at which came out. All these phenomena, what is the strength of material, what is the hydrodynamic theory of penetration. If you want to validate that, impact mechanics, ricochet, oblique impact, any field you want to talk about on impact mechanics is possible today. Next one. So a few of them I thought we will project here within the limitations that we have got. And if you wish to really understand more about us, please come to our establishment. We will be definitely open to. Need not be within this 3 days. Any of the days you wish to come, we are open to any one of you. Now I will give a glimpse of what we are interested. One is definitely the AI/ML. It's a policy of the government to implement AI at every phases. So whatever the AI you can control, we have got plenty of data. Data analytics is our field. Everyday firing, we have got the data you want to do. Please take the data, or ask us. We can't give so much of data. But if you are got any algorithm, we can implement that. Then any MMW radar, IPGs, internal piezo gauge, research of microelectronics, including the sensors, piezo sensors, that will be interested. Then automatic weather stations, met radars, wind profilers, wind leaders, anybody who can use the knowledge to predict the tidal lines in our coastal areas. Then any lightning, you may be aware that Bhadrak is the place where the maximum lightning happens, including Chandipur. How the lightning, its predictions, and how to arrest it, the lightning, we are interested in that. Because of the lightning, many of our equipment gets damaged, crores and crores. We have to protect them. It is better that we should protect the lightning, against the lightning. And I think there are techniques today available to forecast the lightning in an area 45 minutes early. 45 minutes is a good time for us to pack up. Similarly, gun hardening, when we are firing against miniaturization of projectiles or the sensors, G hardening up to 20,000 G. UAVs, drones, we are going to use. Any research on UAV, drone-based telemetry, fall of shot detection, photogrammetry, including the video theodolite. Whatever if you can get the theodolite output onto a video from the control room, we can see the target. That will be better for us for the measurement. Similarly, drone in the logistics, moving the object, marking, on the GIS, GPS, autopiloting, we will be interested. Electro-optical tracking, any one of you, hypersonic aerodynamics, then any safety analytics and hazard analysis you are doing, any upper air meteorology using drone up to 8 kilometers, atmospheric studies in the coastal environment. These are some of them, including the environment and the health hazard, whatever is happening. Some of them we have been listed, and we will be able to take that. Another only 2 slides. A few of them I could consolidate here. Otherwise, we have got plenty of research. We are supporting almost all laboratories of the RDO. We are supporting to all armed forces. The items that we are proving goes to our own field. During the COVID or calamities, we never stopped. And we have been continuing rendering our services 24/7. And we will continue with that. However, we have been supported by the nation. And our backbones for our research, like all IITs, Center of Excellences, Madras, Kharagpur, Roorkee, Bhubaneswar, NIT Rourkela, then all, IEST, Jadavpur University centers, these are directly we are dealing, Fakir Mohan University right now. And that's the reason whenever sir tells me you come, I never deny. I have to come here because we get a lot from here. And similarly, being the director, I can extend the research arena to any of the universities or any of the, institutes available within our own Odisha or outside also. There is no such restrictions which are available with us. Now, apart from this, this is the forum with so much of eminent persons here with such a great conclave. I would like to tell you here that DRDO is also open to R&D. R&D is a national asset today. Every mind can contribute to R&D. It is not a limitation. It is our strength, and we must be a world leader today. Our ambition is to become a world leader, and leadership in S&T, in research, R&D, everywhere. Leadership is not into a particular area, but open to all areas. And in that aspect, you can see that DRDO has attempted to establish the Defense Center of Academia, Defense Industry and Academia Center of Excellences at various places. And through them, various research projects are sponsored by the government through DRDO. And I wish that you must participate in that also. All these are available in the internet, and any of you are interested through the digital telepresence, you can come to us. Then go to the back. Can we go back? Similarly, the extramural research, IPR, those who are at the primitive or the formative stage with new ideas, if you wish to work, then IPR is there. We have also got research boards where the sponsored research is given. You professors are asked to propose. There are research board. They will find out the merit of the case and sponsor the amount, and it is properly reviewed so that the outcome of the research is tangible and it is supported. Under this, you can take all the JRF, SRF, even the PhD scholars, many of them you can do. These are the four research boards. ARDB, that is an armament research board, ARMREB, then Life Science Research Board and Naval Research Board available. And if you wish to take up research through this, you can take. Similarly, you have got a Technology Development Fund. There is a department within DRDO, and they sponsor for any new idea. Here the government gives assurance to buy from them. Problems are given by us. And if anybody can develop on that, there is a site for it. TDF site is there. And similarly, we also go to the professors or the talents to through contract of acquisition of research service cars, and here also we can sponsor up to 3 crores is the director, and beyond that will be Director General. So these are the facilities where a tremendous amount of R&D can be sponsored today. And where I work, that is the ARMREP comes under us. Come, next, this is the last slide. And under this ARMREP, our lab comes under this, and we sponsor for SPE panel. Safety and Test and Evaluation. I am the deputy chairman of that particular panel, so I'll be able to take care of that. Otherwise also we can talk if there is an idea. We will also tell you how to even write the research proposal, and if any one of you are interested, professor has to be there, or the teacher or the guide has to be there from the university or the college, and students you can take, research scholars. And if you are interested, please come to us. With this, I would like to conclude. I think I have done within my time allotted to me. And can you have the last slide, please? Thank you. Thank you very much. We are a centenarian, 130 years we have concluded, and we will continue to render our service to the nation. And that nation includes all of you, ladies and gentlemen. You are part of that nation, great nation, the developed nation which we have got, 2047. We will be part of that, and we all will contribute with all benevolence. I thank you for calling me to this particular August forum, and if anything is asked to me, sir, I will try to answer. No guarantee. I will try to answer, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Naik. It was really a nice presentation. And we saw many things, how these missiles are being sent and all that things, how it is being predicted, and what are the equipments required. So now it is open for discussion. Any questions you have, please.
Dr. Naik, on the lighter side, I followed all your slides and understood nothing. But one thing I just wanted to say, your alma mater is proud of you. Your alma mater is proud of you. Thank you.
Hello.
And maybe you can speak about the future in terms of R&D in this sector. Thank you.
Any questions from the students, please?
Hello. Thank you, sir, giving us beautiful presentation today, sir. And sir, my question is, recently DRDO has launched a VSHRDS missiles, but I want to know what is the type of the missiles?
I'm into conventional armament. Na? You are talking about hypersonics, eh?
I think, sir.
Hypersonic, I think we have achieved 8.5 Mach.
Yes, sir.
From the news, I didn't participate in that, but from the news I came to know it is about 8.5 Mach. That's a hypersonic and could be one of the few in the world who has achieved the hypersonic glide vehicle.
It's named like VSHORADS. VSHORADS.
That is a, that is a portable missile you can say.
What is the main feature, sir? Could you say which?
It will be against aerial targets, particularly the drones and the tanks, vehicles which are airborne, maybe helicopter.
Okay, sir. It is a successful product, sir. I have
5 kilometers, I think. It will be there, no? Yeah, it's a.
Any more questions, please? Okay, sir, if there is no more questions, so thank you very much for the nice presentation. So let me sum up now. Actually, because Dr. Mahapatra was online for the presentation, I could not address to the gathering who are present over here. At the outset, I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to Honorable Vice Chancellor of Fakir Mohan University, Professor Santosh Kumar Tripathi, for giving me this opportunity, rather rare opportunity. And both the speakers who are present today, I understood something because I have also little idea about science, but about SAR, I could little. One thing I found is both run in opposite directions. One falls from the sky to the earth, other goes from the earth to the sky. And one takeaway I have so far that Dr. Mahapatra's presentation is concerned, that it is 1877-78, the first operational long-range monsoon research was established in India. I had no idea about that. And also from Dr. Naik, that Chandipur is the oldest DRDO of the country. So I had absolutely no idea. I have some knowledge about Chandipur, but this is the fact. I had no idea. So thank you very much. We all are benefited with this. But as the president of ODISHA Vigyan Academy, I would like to tell something about science also. I'll take 2-3 minutes, 5 minutes here. In the morning, we had a lot of deliberations on research. Basically science research was focused more. If you look at the Indian context, I have some queries here. If you look at the Indian context, India is the fastest growing nation so far science research is concerned. Worldwide, Dr. Honorable Vice Chancellor from DD University had said that worldwide it is the 4th in research output. Okay? And if you look at the growth of Indians research in science from 2017 to 2022, 5 years, it has gone up by 54%, 17 to 22. Whereas the global trend is 22%. So it is double the rate of global trend where Indian research had developed. Okay? 1.3 million academic papers were published from 2017 to 2022 in 5 years. This is the number of papers that were being published. Sir had initiated this topic to some extent. And the citation is 8.9 million in these 5 years. So I have one query. Is that 1.3 million research papers that are generated, published only by the Indian magazines or Indian journals? No. If you look at the contribution of Indian science, Indian research to the global scenario, we also have a very significant contribution to the global scenario so far research is concerned. Now, in 2012, 78,000 research articles were published from India. That went in 2022 to 2,07,000. So nearly thrice. Again, I ask a question to myself here. In 2017, I was 59 years old, almost at the fag end of my professional career, about to retire. So obviously my research activities was not that progressing. Now I am 68 years old. So my research has almost gone back to zero. That means all the research publication that has come up between 2017 to 2022 is by whom? Is by you, the younger generation who are working here, who are doing research and who are taking research of the state and the country to a greater height. So it is the younger generations who are doing a commendable job. Of course, if you look at the other side also, citations of the Indian research, then we find we come within 10 at the global level. So sometimes it is mentioned that we are far behind the citation level so far at the global level, but we are not far behind. I tell you one thing, sir. 10 years back, one of my students was working on dermatophytes. And we isolated one compound. We wanted to make complete analysis of that. And we had to send that sample to Chennai, to Punjab for analysis. We had no facilities here in Odisha. We could not do it. But now you find there are sophisticated laboratories available in Odisha, in universities, where we can analyze all these things, all the compounds, so we can do high-hand research in our state. So research in Odisha is in a good trend. And here I would like to thank the Odisha Research, this Research Conclave. It is a nice platform where we have interaction with the students. And the council has done a commendable job. Because earlier what was happening, whenever there was a national seminar, somebody was coming and putting poster. So it was restricted to the subject on which the seminar was being organized. But now this is a forum where we find that almost all subjects, students from all subjects, they interact here, they come here, they present here and interact with them. And they can have collaborative research, they can imbibe something, how to do collaborative research, how to take research to the next side, and we can do better work. And here, I thank Professor Ashok Kumar Das because he has done some work in this line. It is his EA. So, if you look at the total scenario, total presentations, then we find that our state research, Indian research is not lagging behind. But one thing I must say, sir, that we are lagging behind at one point. As the president of Begyan Academy, we used to go to schools to demonstrate certain science projects and science experiments. As you go to rural areas, the students do not know what is science. Let me tell you very honestly, the students do not know what is science in rural areas. In urban areas, there is little bit, but in rural areas, students do not understand what is science. And apart from Higher Education Council, the Science and Technology Department is also funding for collaborative research. We have a long range of coastal area where we can undertake work, research on marine field. And we should emphasize to those areas, to those universities which are in the coastal belt who can carry out this research work, where Fakir Mohan University is one of them. I think there is a project which has been also given to Fakir Mohan University. So I thank both the presenters. It was a nice presentation in two diversified directions, but going opposite to each other. And I thank all the audience present over here. And again, I thank Professor Santosh Kumar Tripathi for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.
I thank Professor Mishra, chairperson of the session, and esteemed speakers for the insightful deliberations. Moving on, it's now time for felicitation. May I now invite Professor Santosh Kumar Tripathi, esteemed Vice Chancellor, Fakir Mohan University, to felicitate Professor Vibhuti Bhushan Mishra, President, Odisha Vigyan Academy. Sir, please. May I now request, sir, to present the memento, sapling and Uttariya to Sri Subodh Kumar Naik, Director, PXC, DRDO. Sir, please. We now move on for Thanksgiving. It's my privilege to
Actually, I think this was the most interesting session by Dr. Mrityunjay Mahapatra and Dr. Subodh Naik. Masala was added by Dr. Vibhuti Bhushan Mishra. So we should give a very good clap to all these three scientists who have accepted our invitation and delivered so nicely. We are very happy about it. My congratulations and thank you very much.
an announcement. Now, poster session 1 is going on in the field. I request all the esteemed members to kindly join us in the poster session. Thank you.